Welcome back, everyone, to another Explainer. We've got a truly fascinating topic to unpack today. We're diving into a massive strategic shift in the AI landscape driven by Thinking Machines Lab. Now, if you follow the industry, you already know this is the highly anticipated company founded by former OpenAI's Chief Technology Officer, Mira Murati. And they've just released their very first public model called Inkling. But here's the thing. This isn't your standard, run-of-the-mill product launch trying to just crush every benchmark out there. Instead, they're trying to completely redefine what an open-weight foundation model is actually for.
Right out of the gate, their announcement included a line that literally made me do a double take. They stated, in their own words, that Inkling is not the strongest overall model available today, open or closed. I mean, seriously, stop and think about that for a second. How often do you see a major tech company, especially one led by a heavyweight like Mira Murati, launch a flagship product by just flat out admitting it isn't the most powerful one on the market? It's practically unheard of.
So you gotta ask, why admit this on launch day? Well, it's definitely not false modesty. This is a deliberate, highly calculated masterstroke of business strategy. By telling us exactly what this model isn't trying to be, they're signaling a massive pivot in how enterprise AI is actually going to be used. Today, we're going to solve this mystery and figure out exactly why not being the strongest model might actually make Inkling the smartest strategy in the room. But to really get the strategy, we first need to understand the machine itself.
Section 1. Inside the Inkling architecture.
Let's break down what Inkling actually is. Under the hood, it's a mixture of experts' transformer model packing 975 billion total parameters. Now, just to give you some context here, we recently looked at Kimi 3K, and that one sits at a massive 2.8 trillion total parameters. So Inkling is only about a third of that size. That immediately tells us something crucial. Thinking Machines Lab is optimizing for something very different. They aren't chasing the largest possible headline parameter count. They are laser-focused on efficiency and balance over raw brute force scale.
And the training scale? Absolutely wild. Inkling was pre-trained from scratch on 45 trillion tokens. But here's the really exciting part. Those tokens span text, image, audio, and video. That means Inkling is natively multimodal right out of the box across 4 completely different modalities. Rather than having vision or audio just kind of bolted on later as an afterthought.
Okay, so here's where the engineering gets really clever. Out of that 975 billion total parameter count we talked about, only 41 billion are actually active for any given token, which keeps inference highly efficient. They've also layered in some really neat architectural quirks, things like short convolutions to capture local patterns early on, embedding RMS norm to keep the math from spiraling out of control during those massive training runs, and relative position bias, so the model doesn't just lose the plot across really long context windows. Now, individually, none of these are brand new inventions, but combined, they show us a research team optimizing entirely for training stability and incredible post-training adaptability.
And the speed at which they pulled this whole thing off is just staggering. Thinking Machines built Inkling from scratch in under 9 months. To put that into perspective, frontier model training usually takes multiple years. They hit this blistering pace thanks to a massive partnership with NVIDIA, securing roughly a gigawatt of Vera Rubin computing capacity and running the whole operation on those massive GB300 NVL72 systems. So yeah, this is a heavily capitalized bet with some phenomenal infrastructure behind it.
Section 2. The power of customization.
But as impressive as all that architecture is, the real secret weapon is how you're actually meant to use it. Inkling introduces a feature they're calling controllable thinking effort. And this is just fantastic. It means you can literally dial the internal reasoning computation up or down for every single request. Think about it. A basic customer service greeting doesn't need the massive, deep computational brainpower of a complex multi-step coding task, right? By treating reasoning effort as a configurable dial, you can trade cost and latency for accuracy exactly when you need to. It's a direct lever to slash your inference bill on those simpler queries. And the real-world impact of that dial? It's an absolute game changer. Just comparing the token cost on the Terminal Bench 2.1 benchmark, Inkling actually matches the score of NVIDIA's Nematron 3 Ultra. But it achieves that exact same score while spending roughly 1/3 of the tokens. For an enterprise running a product at real-world scale, that is a massive shift in unit economics. Which brings us to the core of their whole philosophy, tinker.
Tinker is an infrastructure platform specifically designed for customizing and fine-tuning AI. And here's the kicker. They built Tinker before they even released a public model. That ordering matters so much. It proves that Thinking Machine sees itself fundamentally as an infrastructure company for specialized AI, not just another API vendor selling access to a generic chatbot. Honestly, Inkling's entire reason for existing is to be fine-tuned on Tinker.
Section 3. The Bridgewater Case Study.
Now, if you're wondering if this specialized strategy actually holds up in the real world, just look at the sheer scale of the victory they had with Bridgewater Associates, literally one of the largest hedge funds on the planet. Bridgewater used Tinker to fine-tune an open model on highly specialized financial data. The resulting system scored an incredible 84.7% on financial reasoning benchmarks, completely wiping the floor with the most advanced proprietary alternatives. But the crazy part is the cost. They achieved that massive performance at less than 10% of the cost of those big, bloated generalist models.
This right here perfectly summarizes the core Tinker philosophy. You simply don't need a massive, hyper-expensive generalist for every single task. You start with a highly efficient, well-rounded, open base, like Inkling. You specialize it intensely on your own proprietary domain data. And the result? You get a custom thinker that beats out those expensive, one-size-fits-all frontier models exactly where you need it to.
Section 4. Inkling versus Kimi K3. So, zooming out a bit, how does this actually fit into the broader 2026 AI landscape? Let's compare the two defining foundation models of the year to help frame these infrastructure choices. On one side, we have Kimi K3. It is massive, originates from Beijing, and totally relies on a brute force, raw per token API approach. It basically wants to be the biggest generalist in the world. On the other side, we have Inkling, a Western origin model focused entirely on being highly adaptable and specialized through a dedicated fine-tuning ecosystem. It offers an incredibly credible, open-weight option for enterprises that prioritize data sovereignty and really want to keep their proprietary data safely in-house. Neither approach is objectively wrong, but they are completely different economic and strategic bets.
Section 5. Safety and practical deployment. Now, if you're actually going to deploy an open-weight model yourself, we have to talk honestly about safety. Straight out of the box, Inkling sets a really high bar. It posted an industry-leading 78.0% adversarial safety score on the Fortress benchmark for open models. Basically, this means it has a very strong baseline of refusing harmful requests while still accepting legitimate ones, which is absolutely vital for any enterprise looking to deploy this in a real production environment.
But, and this is a really critical but, because the weights are open and the whole point is to fine-tune it, you have to remember that fine-tuning fundamentally alters that base safety behavior. That 78% score, that's just your starting point. As a builder, you've got to add your own safeguards. We're talking layered content moderation, heavily restricted tool access, code sandboxing, and strict SUMAN approval steps for any sensitive actions. You are the one in control, which means, ultimately, you are the one responsible for the final safety guardrails.
So if you're ready to start integrating and testing Inkling today, the path forward is incredibly clear and actionable. Step 1, you can download the weights directly from Hugging Face if you want to self-host, or just hit the hosted API to get a quick feel for it. Step 2, take a slice of your own proprietary domain data and start testing it. And Step 3, bring it all into the Tinker platform, where they're currently offering massive context window options and some heavily discounted launch pricing to help you fine-tune your very own specialized system.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question. The real philosophical divide that Inkling is forcing the entire industry to confront right now. In 2026, as you look at your own enterprise data and your own unit economics, does the future of your AI rely on perpetually renting a generic Titan from an API vendor? Or does it rely on building a highly specialized thinker that you actually own and control? It's a fascinating shift in power, and I absolutely can't wait to see which bet the market ultimately rewards. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.